Big news out of Olds College this week, and it involves Nufarm. We're going to find out all about this pretty big donation and research efforts that is happening with Olds College and Nufarm. Joining us to chat about it is Graham Collier. He's portfolio manager for Canada with Nufarm. Graham, great to chat with you.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing really good. Okay, Graham, $1 million over 5 years from Nufarm to Olds College. That number blew me away. Give us the details here.
Yeah, well, we're really excited about it. It's a strategic partnership that we've signed with Olds College. And that 5 years is just our initial term. We imagine this partnership is going to last a lot longer than that. But Nufarm is in a position where we're growing, we're changing our portfolio. We're bringing new technologies to our portfolio, new active ingredients to our portfolio, and that requires a lot of intricate research. So we do hundreds of trials a year in Canada right now to bring the products that we're bringing. And this is going to allow us to establish a bricks and mortar site on Olds College land, on some Olds College facilities, and bring some of our research in-house to Nufarm.
Now, I said donation, but it's more of a investment in research, I guess. Is that the better way to phrase that?
Yeah, I think it's a mutually beneficial agreement where, we're becoming a presence on the Olds campus. And in return, we'll be funding some third-party research projects for them, the goal of which is to take that new technology that Nufarm is bringing into Canada and do a lot of the agronomic systems work around it. So, of course, we'll continue traditional research, I'll call it, on new active ingredients and new products. But as we expand into biologicals or new technologies that become a part of our growing system, there's a lot more to understand around those than just weed efficacy or crop safety or some of the basic things that we're doing now.
Why Olds College? There's institutions across Canada. Why'd you pick Olds?
Yeah. Olds has done a tremendous job in the last few years of reinvigorating agriculture, bringing students back to agriculture. They're an institution in Alberta that's been here for years. My grandpa went to Olds College in the 1930s.
So did mine.
So did yours? Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they were classmates.
You never know. Yeah, I mean, they have a sterling reputation. They're looking for great partnerships like this. They're in a great spot for us. There's great soil at Olds. Alberta is key to our expansion in Canada. And really, it's probably the first of a few announcements you'll see from Nufarm on this front as we globally shift from being a more generic type company in some cases to an agricultural innovator. So our focus is on new active ingredients coming in, those new technologies coming in. And Western Canada is going to be the place where we very first start looking at all of these.
Give us a context. I don't know budgets when it comes to research, so I saw the sticker of 1 million. I was like, wow, that. Yeah. We've done a lot of work with Nufarm over the years. That to me that's a big investment. And so I don't mean that critically. That was a wow factor for me. Talk about the context of this funding. What is it like? Into the little bit of the details. What does this actually look like?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, the exact details of how that funding is going to be broken down with Olds College are still to be determined somewhat. We have what that total value is going to be. But if you look at what our research program is just in Western Canada right now, it eclipses that number. As I mentioned, we do several hundred trials, all with third-party cooperators in Western Canada right now. So what this is doing is it's going to bring some of that research in-house to Nufarm at Olds College, and we're going to share that funding with Olds College. And in fact, it's not really going to be a decrease in the work that we're doing. It's going to be an addition of work on top. So an expansion of our current program, an expansion of dollars into Olds College.
Yeah, and are the results, the findings, the output, is that proprietary to Nufarm and Olds, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's what's going to make this probably a little bit unique. So Nufarm is going to be on site with Nufarm staff. We're going to be running Nufarm trials and not just on Olds College site, but that's going to be our base to go out and do trials in other places in Alberta as well. So I would consider those to kind of be more private trials where IP is being generated with these new concepts and that's staying within Nufarm. And then as we get closer to commercialization or a marketable product, that's when we would shift that education piece over to Olds and allow them to build, a 5-year study that looks at integrating A into rotation B. and looking at the impacts of these new products, whether it be new genetics from our new seed partners or new crop protection products from Nufarm.
So at the end of the day, let's just jump ahead 5 years.
Yeah.
What does success look like to yourselves at Nufarm?
Yeah, that's a great question. So success in 5 years probably means that we're signing another 5-year agreement or an extension, because the projects that we're talking about beginning now, they could easily be 10-year projects. We're moving way up that development pipeline to get active ingredients that are not going to be ready for market in 2 or 3 years. They take a long time. So that's one way to look at success. The other way to look at success, I think, is that Nufarm has integrated with Olds College. We're a big part of the Smart Farm program that's going on. We have students who have gone to Olds College, have worked for Nufarm and been trained through Nufarm facilities at Olds College for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, who have now graduated and are entering the ag workforce in Western Canada. You'll see perhaps some nice publications coming out of Olds College that will be things from kochia management to carbon sequestration with carinata in a field, whatever the case may be there. So
great stuff. Well, Graham, congratulations on the announcement and the program, and look forward to tracking it, and hopefully everything goes as well as planned. Congrats on it.
Yeah, thank you. We'll be happy to have you there and show you some neat results.
As long as you give me a promo code so I get a discount at the Olds College Brewery. Can you do that?
I have some connections there. I can try.
Okay, Graham, thanks so much.
All right. Thanks, John.